Hello everyone, we are finally here. I can't believe it. We finally made it. Hello everyone, welcome back to AneurynPlays. My name is Aneurin, this is Kiko, and today I am going to be finally unveiling AneurynPlays 3.1.
So help us, gosh.
Yeah, right? Good lord. Alright, so first of all, I just want to say much apologies for being a bit late on the start of this one. Firstly, I was still working on the new art, the new character art, when the stream was started. So, I figured I only had a little bit left to go, so it wouldn't be a problem. Ended up, had a lot more left to go than I thought. So, yeah, that's a little bit frustrating. That's entirely on me. I've been up most of the night and only slept for a few hours just to get all this done. But even still, I still didn't have the time to actually finish, which is annoying. Annoying, but there we go. It is what it is, can't change it. And then my Stream Deck decides it doesn't want to work. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm going to have to go through and completely overhaul Stream Deck. Maybe switch out a bunch of the buttons and everything just to make sure that that doesn't happen again. I don't know why it's happened. I tested Stream Deck with the new setup and it seemed to be working fine. But it seems that since restarting my PC, it's decided, no, it's not. Oh well. Again, nothing really I can do to change that right now. We're just going to have to plod along and hopefully get things done. And I've got a lot of things to reveal today. We've got a lot of things to reveal today. The majority of the work, admittedly, is Kiko's work, which is one of the reasons why she is here tonight. But there's a lot of things that I have to reveal about what we're going to be doing in the next few months, as well as what we, a little bit of a preview of AneurynPlays 3.2, which will be coming out in July. But before that, like I said, like I always say, welcome everyone to the stream. I hope you enjoy it tonight. And, Kiko. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing?
To be honest, very, very tired. Still very, very sore.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty tired too. But hey, you know what? We're here, we got it done for the most part. There are some things which still need to be finished, but that's not going to be a big deal. We don't have this pressure looming over us of, oh well, we gotta get it done today.
Yeah, I'd call it like 95% done.
Oh, more than
and
that,
like,
I would say.
The other 5% was, it's stuff that wasn't urgent to be done today. It would have been nice, but it's still stuff that I can then finish and add on over like the next week's time.
Yeah,
and then that's just
definitely
more for you to play with in streams.
Yeah, exactly. And that's ultimately, the important side is that what we get done tonight, what we get to show off tonight is going to be, 3 months worth of work. It's a lot of work that's gone into it. For me, it's mostly been planning and graphic design and coming up with new ideas, which is, what's going to take this channel forward. The artwork is all Kiko. So all of my artwork, all of her artwork, that's all her. She does all that work. And it's going to be like, you may not understand the scale of the work, or you might not realize the scale of the work when you see it on the face of it, but do understand that there's a lot of work that goes into this art and making sure that there's you know, animations for it to make sure that it's got the eyes, the mouth, and everything, as well as just making sure that it's a good quality piece of art that I would be comfortable with putting on the stream. And Kiko has really gone above and beyond with some of the new designs. And I think what we're going to have to do in the future is we're going to have to go back and redesign the basic versions, like this version of me and this version of Kiko. We're probably going to have to go back and redesign these slightly, just to add a little bit of extra pizzazz to it because of just how good some of these other ones look.
Oh, like yeah. I know what you mean, and I feel like I may have gone a little bit too far.
Maybe.
Because, like you're saying about, like, just the sheer amount of work and detail that goes into each one. Now, I only handed them off to you today, then you had to do a quick edit to add them in.
Yeah.
And now you've seen, like...
There's nothing quick about that edit, I just want to point that out.
Yeah. That's just on you to be able to go, like, oh, look at how many of these things I've got to go through.
Yeah.
Then there was me doing that per layer.
Yeah, yeah.
If we had been trying to do this with your old design from the last year or so, we would never be able to do it.
Yeah. So the old design was, like, much more detailed. The old design was very much I mean, you could call this an anime art style as well, but it was very much so in line with something you would expect to see in anime or in a manga or something like that. Whereas this is obviously a more chibi-fied, a bit more cartoony, a little bit flatter. But, yeah, the older style was way more detailed. Way more detailed. So the whole point of the changeover with the Aneurin 3.0 was that we were going to reduce, I don't want to say reduce the quality, but like reduce the fidelity, reduce the amount of detail, make the characters easier to draw, so that we could then supplement them by having more designs, more poses. You know, previously I just had 2 poses. I had standing and I had gaming. Well, now we've got blaster, we've got yelling, we've got this, and we got more to come. We got a lot more to come. And something else that we should also point out is that when you see a costume change, which there will be tonight, there will be costume changes tonight, you need to realize that Kiko is doing an artwork for every individual pose. Hey Tim, welcome to the stream. Actually, I haven't welcomed anyone yet, so hold on one second. Kiko's got to do an artwork for every single pose. It's not like a VTuber. Like a VTuber, you put a lot of detail into it once, and then into the artwork once. I shouldn't say you don't put detail into it later. You put a lot of detail into the artwork once, and then you put the artwork into a VTuber engine, and you use that engine to move the character to change different poses. You might require additional artwork to be added over time, and you need to spend time to make sure that the VTuber model is picking up your face correctly. We went the other way. We decided that while there are some really expressive VTuber models out there, they cost a lot of money. And when it comes to expressiveness with a VTuber model, it tends to be mostly in the face. There are some poses you can do with hands and extra assets that you can add to them. But we decided we wanted to go the other way. We wanted to be more exaggerated. We wanted more poses that you probably wouldn't be able to do with a VTuber model. So we went for expressiveness over fidelity. And like I said, every single image that you see is duplicated, is replicated with a new outfit. So, at this point in time, once everything is completely finished, there's going to be hundreds of pieces of art. And Kiko had to draw all of them.
I think we're already reached over 100 individual pieces.
Yeah.
When I just did a quick count of what I sent you today, I went, oh, that's like 60 pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, Kiko sent me 60 pieces of artwork today for me to edit, which is why it took too long. I wish I'd gotten... If I had not gone to sleep today, I probably could have gotten it done. I mean, I was done in about 30 minutes, but, you know. Well, 30 minutes over. If I had changed today's starting time to 7 p.m., we wouldn't have had this issue. I was contemplating it. I was thinking to myself, should I just push the stream back to 7? Would that make sense? Should I do that? Yes, I should have. But, you know, hindsight is 20/20, as they say. But, yes, like I said, there's a lot of work that goes into this. It's not just a case of, oh, we just slap some pictures onto a screen. It is a huge amount of work that goes into it. And, you know, Kiko also works a full-time job. I stream. She works a full-time job. She does art in her spare time. I do project management and graphic design and stuff like that in my spare time.
Graphic design is your passion.
Yes, exactly. Graphic design is my passion. I think that, you know, it would be nice one day to not have to continue to work. It'd be nice to just be able to stream, but that's for future me to enjoy. But current me has to do the work to get that far. But yeah, that's the preamble. Big welcome to everyone. So far in the chat, I can see we've got Tim, we got Lainey, we got OJ, Stylish, JC, Ronald, Neo. It's a great turnout. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Because today is going to be the day. Today is the big day where we finally get to show off everything we've been working on.
Yes, you get to open it all up, you get to reveal it in the chat, then get to go, is this it?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. That's, I gotta be honest, that is one of my biggest fears, one of my biggest concerns, is that folks are gonna be looking at this and going, yeah, and?
Only for me to then go away and cry into my tablet.
Yeah, right. But this is it. This is AneurynPlays 3.1. We are going to jump on in right now. See, Ronald buggered off. This is AneurynPlays 3.1. And we got some things to show you. I have such wonderful sights to show you. What? Hang on, I lost my piece of paper with my list on it. I'll just pull that up. Alrighty, so first things first. Hey Hellfire, welcome to the stream. How you doing? First things first. Looking back. Let's just quickly look back over the last 3 months. In January, I mean, this all came about, like, the nomenclature, the calling it AneurynPlays 3.0. This is all thanks to Tim, actually, because when I started streaming, Tim was one of the first people that subscribed. He's been hanging out with us since we were playing Tears of the Kingdom. And when I said that I was going to be doing a little bit of an overhaul to the streams back in 2024, I think it was, Tim called it Aneuryn 2.0. And that's what it was. It was like a big update that changed a lot of the overlays, changed a lot of... Since Breath of the Wild, sorry, yes. I keep forgetting the my first stream is Breath of the Wild, because I don't have it on the channel anymore. Yeah, no, Tim's right, though. He's been here since Breath of the Wild, and I talked about doing a big update, and Tim called it Aneurin 2.0. And from then, I've basically just been using that way to describe everything. And at the beginning of 2026, we switched over to what is now Aneurin 3.0, which is these new overlays, this new artwork, and the new way that we are basically doing things on the channel, the way that we stream, the kinds of streams that we want to do. And it's very much so the same as what the stream schedule itself is, basically the same as 2.0, but we went into it knowing that we wanted to make changes in the future, and things were going to change. Now, we tried doing 6 days a week. That was infuriating because I just seemed to fail at being able to do 6 days a week. And what I have in store for you today is going to make you go, dude, you are not going to be able to do that. And you might be right, but you know what? You gotta try. That's the important thing. You gotta try. So, one of the things I've been wanting to do for a very long time is just chatting streams. We used to do the occasional just chatting stream during 2.0. And I wanted to do more. So the idea was with 3.0, we were going to do a monthly community hangout. And that hasn't really worked out as I had planned, unfortunately. It just doesn't... I think doing it the way we've been doing it, where once a month we lose one of the gaming streams, kind of interrupts a lot of things. And I've come to the realization that I work better with a schedule that doesn't really change. And so, we're now going to be doing, from this point onwards, 5 streams a week, or 5 gaming streams a week. Monster Hunter on Monday. One game will be Tuesday and Friday, and another game will be Wednesday and Saturday. And that's what we're going to be doing going forward. There is more to that, however. But that is what we are now settled into as of 3.1. Just trying to think now. Just thinking about where we're at in terms of streaming right now. I think it's something to do with YouTube. Because, in fact, I know it's something to do with YouTube when it comes to Resident Evil. YouTube have basically deboosted Resident Evil 9 content. Possibly because it is a very brutal game. But it's... they've got no rules that say you can't play certain games on this platform. They don't look at violence in video games and equate it with real life violence. But it's getting to a point where the games are looking very realistic. And because of that, YouTube are trying to... I think YouTube are trying to figure out what they have to do with that. And unfortunately, it feels like my channel has been negatively hit by the fact that I'm streaming Resident Evil 9. I'm not going to stop playing Resident Evil 9. I'm going to see it through to the end. But there has been a noticeable decline in viewership over the last 3 months. We started off really well. We got a lot of new cool people coming through. And stylish. We got some amazing people that helped me through Xenoblade Chronicles, like Stylish, like OJ, Anonymous, CJ, and it felt like there was a lot of positivity, you know, in seeing seeing the numbers go up. You know, number go up equal good. Number go up dopamine, you know? And since we started playing Resident Evil 9, it's been number go down every single week. And that's disheartening when we've put so much effort into what we're doing today, just to see the number continue to decline. It's frustrating, but this is the tides of YouTube. To paraphrase, well, yeah, to quote 𝗦𝘄𝗶𝘁𝗰𝗵, see the big wheel going round. Some go up, some go down. Some go thirsty, some just drown. That's the rules around here. Said the King of Sunset Town. Great song. Definitely listen to that. King of Sunset Town. Amazing. Yeah. Just, that is the way it is. Sometimes we go up, sometimes we go down. There's not a lot we can do about it. There's an underlying... What's the word I'm looking for? There's an underlying force that is bigger than us. And we weather the storms, and we come out the other end. And I think the thing that's the most frustrating about it is there's nothing to learn. There's nothing to learn from it because we don't know the inner workings. Sorry about that. We don't know the inner workings of the YouTube mind. And so we see things happen. We see things. It's almost like force of nature, you know? It's like random events. We can't predict it. And it happens, it washes over us, it affects us, it changes our channels, and then it moves on. And maybe your channel springs back, maybe it doesn't. But there's nothing to learn from it. There's nothing that we can learn, because by the time we figure out what exactly we did wrong, YouTube changes the system. And now it's wrong again, but for a different reason. It's so easy to get disheartened by that. But you just gotta lash your hands to the helm and don't let go.
And just hope that the ship will navigate itself for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You just gotta hope that the ship will keep you going through. I mean, yeah. Shiny says, in my defense, I hate horror games. So even if I wanted to show up, I couldn't. Also, work and such, your streams overlap with work. Schedule, basically, completely. No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not calling anyone out for not being here, right? That's not a thing. It's definitely a YouTube thing because it's bigger than just one person. You know, it's bigger than Shiny doesn't like horror games. It's bigger than GH doesn't like horror games. It's definitely a... It's the whims of the tides of YouTube. You know, the will of the force, as you will, as if you will. Sometimes we can't explain it and things happen.
Yeah, it's one thing if our usual crowd aren't able to make it for one reason or the other. It's another thing entirely when you have a situation like with Resident Evil 9 right now, and this isn't limited to just an Iron's channel.
No.
But that content is just not being recommended, and it's not being shared.
Even some other bigger YouTubers, like Jacksepticeye, for example, did a video about this because he noticed that Resident Evil 9 got deboosted on his channel, and then it also got hit with what's it called? Adult-only content. So I know that Resident Evil is negatively affecting my channel right now. I'm gonna continue playing it, like I said, because I want to play it. I want to see it through. But it's something that I've noticed a lot. It's not just because it's a horror game. It's not just because it's Resident Evil. Or maybe it is just because it's Resident Evil. I don't know. But I noticed that Resident Evil does not do well on my channel at all. Like, during Halloween, if I'm playing a Resident Evil game, my views drop off a cliff. Now, we do know why they dropped off a cliff last year, in 2025, but it's interesting to see that again here in 2026. You know, I figured, oh, maybe it's just an October thing. Maybe it's a Halloween thing. People are watching bigger streamers, better streamers, and playing newer games, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing out on. I don't understand. But then I start playing Resident Evil when Resident Evil came out, and the same thing happened. The views dropped off a cliff.
Yeah, at a time when it should be one of the more popular games.
Yeah, exactly.
People want to see the content. People who have only been fans of the series since the last few entries, as well as returning fans of the entire franchise, even way back in the 90s.
Yeah.
But YouTube says, no, we need to age restrict the heck out of that.
Yeah, essentially. I'm hoping that when we do get to the end of Resident Evil 9, which should be next week, probably next week, then things will start to go back to normal. I hope. I don't know. But, yeah, so these are some of the concerns that I've had recently. But I think overall we have seen a positive boost on this channel in terms of subscribers. Even if viewership is down, we still got really good watch hours, which means that people, even if I don't have people coming back, even if I don't have a lot of people coming to the streams themselves, there's still a lot of people watching the streams, and they tend to watch the stream all the way through. When I look at the analytics, it's like the average view time on the stream is like nearly an hour. So people will come in, and you gotta take in consideration that also counts people that click into the stream and leave. So people are staying here. People are coming and they are watching for long periods of time. And that is really good for my watch hours. Even if my views are low, the watch hours are still good. They're not as good as they were, but I'm going to put that down to the fact that I'm playing Resident Evil. But, yes. YouTube is a bunch of snowflakes trembling over anything with an 18 plus tag, and even things that are 1% possibility to be 18 plus. Yeah, I know, I maybe have kind of screwed myself a little bit by putting 18 plus in the title of my videos, but I still feel like that's the correct move, because it is a very raw, gory game, and I think that, you know, people don't know that. If people played Resident Evil 1, perhaps, and this is the only other Resident Evil game that they've ever seen, they're going to be surprised by it, you know? Sorry, old bro, won't be staying here much. Busy today. Hope you have a great whatever is happening. No worries, Stylish. Thank you so much for dropping by. Do check it out later, though, because this is going to be a pretty good stream. Come back and watch it. But yeah, so that's a bunch of my fears. That's a little bit of the downside, but I wanted to start on the downside because I now want to talk about the positives. Like I said, the watch hours are good. Monetization is good. Mostly being held up by Marley, and I kind of wish she wouldn't do that. The monetization is good. The we're getting super chats, super thanks, not super thanks actually, super chats, super stickers. We're regularly getting these, and it means that despite the fact that I am a small channel, and yes, I'm under 1,000 subscribers, I'm definitely considered a small channel. Despite the fact that I am a small channel, I am making money again. I'm not making like a huge amount, but I'm about on par with what I've been earning, or what I was earning on Twitch. A little bit less, but on par. Which is amazing. I wasn't expecting this kind of a response so quickly after getting monetization, because, you know, I even had people giving me shit way back when I had a Patreon. Now, I don't have a Patreon anymore. I just want to be absolutely clear on that one. I don't have a Patreon. I am going to be setting up something like a Ko-fi at some point in the future. But that's neither here nor there. I haven't decided what I'm actually doing with that yet. But I set up a Patreon at about, I think, 650 subscribers. Because there were people saying, hey, can we send you super chats? And I said, no, you can't do that yet. I don't have monetization turned on. I think it was Marley was one of the people saying that. And Tim. And, you know, there were a few people saying, hey, can we send you donations? And I'm like, I don't have monetization. And so I set up a Patreon. And I got a lot of people giving me shit. Like, people who'd never been to the streams before would come in and say, a YouTuber with 600 subscribers and a Patreon link. It's like, dude's gotta eat. It doesn't matter how many subscribers I've got. I gotta eat, you know? And so I ended up shutting down... Ooh, bloody hell, what was that? So I ended up shutting down the Patreon. And because of that, I've been concerned about starting up monetization. You know? I don't want people to think, oh, he just wants to get as much money as possible. But as soon as I did start the Patreon, people started giving. And as I said a few streams ago now, Marley came in and she dropped $150. $160, actually. $160. She's done that twice now. Uh-oh. Shiny noticed something.
Someone was bound to notice because you mentioned it. Like, now, hang on. Marley can't keep getting away with this.
Pay no attention to the thingy over there in the chat. Pay no attention to the shiny one. Anyway, yeah. So it was amazing that people care to give. Damn it. It's amazing that people care to give so quickly. Just immediately, like, oh, I noticed something. Bam! Do it. Man, I can give you... I can send you donations now. Bam! Doing it. And like I was saying to Marley and to everyone that was here the other night, it's not about the money. It's about the fact that you guys believe in me. You wouldn't give me the money if you didn't. And so it means a lot. It means more than you know. And that's the good things. That's the positives. That's what... Ronald! Oh, I'm not gonna get through this. I can like your video twice. Let's do it.
Oh, I missed that from Tim.
Yeah, I'm gonna go beat him later. No,
don't beat him. Just make sure he comes to the next Monster Hunter story stream so that he can see himself.
Yes, Tim, you're in Monster Hunter Stories. You gotta come and have a look. Or else I'll be on a plane.
It's one of these. Like, quite literally.
It is literally that. Pink screaming face is brilliant. I love it.
I maintain that emote is on YouTube.
Oh, thank you, Ronald.
Just for us and Tim.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%. If at any point they ever removed that, I would have to re-add it. I would get a copy of that emote and I would use it as a donated emote. But, yeah. Stop it! You're spoiling everything! I shouldn't have turned that on yet. Alright, fine. We move on. I'm done with the gushing. You're ruining everything. Let's start off with, the first thing, is going to be a new outfit for me. Actually, I missed what OJ said earlier. I love aggregating, especially the rules regarding gambling.
I think that's age ratings.
Oh, age ratings, sorry, yeah. Especially rules relating to gambling. Many games I own are rated T in the US and 18 plus in Europe. Not because you can gamble real money, but simply because it features a casino. Yeah, that was the same thing with Pokemon. Pokemon would have been an 18 rated game in Europe under the new laws because they had the game corner. So Pokemon Red and Blue would have been 18 rated. Meanwhile, FIFA games are like 3+ despite having actual gambling. Yeah, 100% agree. 100% agree. What kind of story are you guys doing behind me? You're gonna have to come and watch. You have to come watch on Tuesday and Friday. That's when we're playing it. Alrighty. So, the first thing that we've got to show you today is a new outfit for me. So, give me just a moment to find out where my scene has gone. There we go. Alright. Hello! So, new outfit. This is the one that Kiko has been working on. And, so this is not the new outfit yet. Okay, hold on a second. Let me load the new outfit.
Oh, Shiny, you must have missed all that at the beginning then.
Hey, Marley, welcome to the stream.
Yes, for Aneurin and not for me, mostly, because I'm the one that has to draw all of it, and I chose to prioritize him.
just wait. Alright, I'm showing you guys a new outfit. It's a very simple outfit, but there's a reason that we're doing a new simple outfit. And I think you guys are gonna like it. So this is my new casual outfit. Semi-casual. I still have the leg straps on, which I only just realized. And this is going to be the outfit that I'll be doing with another new project. So I do have a bunch of poses for this one right now. I've got my hello, I've got my goodbye, I've got my discussion, I've got my oh yeah. So this set is gonna have poses for everything, but there is some unique stuff with this pose set, and if I just quickly pull this over, I also have this version. Now, why is Aneurin holding a mug of tea? And it's not just because he's British, right? I've got a mug of tea because I want to reveal to you now my next project. Something that we're going to be doing starting next week. Why are we standing in the middle? That's not right. Hang on. Sorry, I'm going to have to oust Kiko a second. There we go. That's better. So I'm going to be starting a new project this week. I said that I wanted to do something with a just chatting stream sort of vibe. Something chill, something relaxed, something we can hang out and just have a chat for a few hours. And I'm going to be calling this project Tea with Aneurin. Tea with Aneurin is going to be a chill, just chatting stream series that will be going live twice per week. Tuesdays and Fridays. It's just going to be a comfy little hangout. You can come along, bring your cup of tea. You know, we just chill, we hang out, we have a good time, we talk about things. We talk about video games, we talk about life. And, you know, we have a good time. It's not like a huge project, but it is nonetheless going to be holding a mug of coffee right now. Fantastic. Cheers. Enjoy that. We're going to have just a chill time where we hang out and we talk about, like I said, video games. We talk about life. We talk about cool things. We share. We grow in this fellowship. So I hope that you'll join me for that one in the future. And now, if only I had. Okay. But that's not the only project, because if you remember, we tried doing just chatting streams in the past. Folks that have been here for a while will know that I used to do a just chatting stream called The Loading Zone. Now, the loading zone has been absolutely cursed. Like, no two ways about it. It's been absolutely cursed. Kiko can attest to this as well.
Yep, every step of the way.
Every step of the way, it's been like, there's been something. I think that the biggest problem was that it was a project name first. I don't know if you've heard the phrase, it's a cure that we're looking for the illness for. Basically, I had a name. I had this name, The Loading Zone. And I wanted to use it. I desperately wanted to use it. So we tried it for a bunch of different things. And it just wasn't working. Until now. So I want to reveal to you guys the second project that I will be starting. I may not be starting this next week because I've literally got one day to get it done. So it's kind of up in the air. But starting as of 3.1, we will be starting the Loading Zone. The Loading Zone is going to be a weekly video on this channel. A weekly video. It's going to go live at about 8 a.m. Australian time. on Monday morning. And the idea for the loading zone is, it's the video that loads the week. We are going to look at any updates, news, events, anything that's going to be happening throughout the week. And we're going to be looking at the schedule for the week. Because one of the issues with the schedule is that we always do the schedule at different times during a stream. Sometimes we do it at the beginning, sometimes we do it at the end. Admittedly, I've never done it in the middle. But, you know, it's usually at the beginning or at the end. Sometimes both. And if people don't think to look at the posts page, because I think the post page doesn't get as much traffic as actual pages, right? It won't be replacing the schedule post, but I will also be posting this video as well. So what we're going to, like I said, it's going to be news updates for the week. It's going to be events that are coming up. So if we say like, oh, you know, this week I'm going to have a day off because I need to go to see a dentist or see a doctor or something. And, you know, I can announce an event and say, oh, hey, you know what? We're going to be doing this in a month's time. So we'll be able to use the loading zone to talk about those kinds of things. Then we'll do the weekly schedule. So it's going to be easy, accessible. Literally anyone will be able to just click on the loading zone for the week and be and see, hey, this is what's going to happen. But there was also something else that I tried out last year, and it worked. It went really well, but I was not able to keep up with it at the rate that I was doing, and I wanted it to be video content instead of just a post. And that was Aneurin Asks. And this is something that another project that I've been trying to do for years. And I've gotten so far, and then it's kind of collapsed, and it hasn't worked out. And what Aneurin Asks is, I'm gonna get questions from you guys. I already have a ton of questions that I've been saving because of all the other times that we tried to do this. I'm going to get a bunch of questions from you guys. I'm going to answer that question, and then I'm going to put that question to you guys to tell me your thoughts in the chat. And so there'll be like a weekly, there'll be a weekly, you know, call to action, so to speak. And it's only by combining all of these things together that I finally got the loading zone. Exactly what I want it to be. News, updates, schedule, Aneurin Asks, and of course, the most important thing, super chat thank yous, member credit roll, and making sure that every single week, everyone who has contributed to this channel gets the recognition that they deserve. Because I've not been able to do that. I can say thank you when people donate. I can definitely say thank you when people sign up to memberships. But now we'll have a place where I'll be able to run a credit roll every single week. Because it's not something that really works with the stream format, you know? And yes, some people have already noticed. Some people have already noticed in the chat because they're already talking about it. But some people have already signed up, and it's amazing. I can say right now, with great pride, thanks to everything that I'm seeing in the chat, memberships are now open. As of today, as of the beginning of this stream, memberships are open. Now, at the moment, it's not a huge one, you know, it's the minimal one. I might add another level in the future, depends on what we... I have noticed, yeah. Some folks have noticed, yes. Ronald didn't mention anything? No. Ronald hasn't said anything. No, nothing whatsoever. So, if you haven't noticed already, and I see that so many people already have, here are the member badges. They are going to be, we got D-pads. Everyone's going to get a little D-pad next to their name. You start off with the iron D-pad, and if you're a new member, you get the iron D-pad. Then after 1 month, you'll get the copper D-pad. After 2 months, I think, you get the bronze D-pad. After six months, you get the silver D-pad. After a year, you get the gold D-pad. After 2 years, you get the diamond D-pad. And after 5 years, you get the neon D-pad. I'm very curious to see who the first person to get the neon D-pad is going to be. Like, that's a long time.
Beat me to it, everyone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't got that far yet, either. I'm very curious. That's a very long time. 5 years? A lot of things can happen in 5 years. Who knows? Who knows? This channel may turn into pop politics by then. That seems to be the way for a lot of streamers, isn't it? They kind of give up on gaming and they go to politics. I can't see myself doing that, honestly, but, you know. If I don't stop being a member, I will be. That's true. Shiny was the first to notice the memberships. I hope that you don't pay attention to the fact that, I haven't styled this yet. That's, yeah. Whoops. So, member emotes. Okay, so this is the thing, right? This is the thing. There are currently 4 emotes available for everyone who is a member to use. There's the waving, there's the peace, there's the thonk, as I call it, the thonk, and then there's the hearts. Now, the thing was, right, that if I get more than 2 members, I get another 2 slots. And I wasn't expecting everyone to immediately become a member. So now I've got another 4 slots to fill. And this is a good problem to have. I'm gonna take a look at what other options are available. Because I already have a bunch of emotes ready to go. I just haven't, I don't know which ones I should add next. I'm actually kind of considering, now that I'm monetized, I can redirect to another channel. So I'm wondering whether or not I should bring back the virtual fantastic bus.
Oh, the raid bus.
The raid bus, yeah.
I kind of miss being able to say get in the van.
Yeah, get in the van. We're going Disney World. I think before I add the raid bus back, maybe I'll add the Kit Kat. Maybe, oh, I do have a laughing one. That's a good one. Yeah, I could definitely add laughing. Angry? Laughing. Do I have an angry? Oh, we do have an angry.
You should have an angry.
Hey, I'm willing to take suggestions. If you guys have got suggestions, definitely chuck them my way, and we'll get those emotes up. Lastly, because these are things that, you know, is a part of the YouTube system, you know me. I try to comment on everyone's comments anyway. But members will get priority comment replies. I'll make sure to check the members list regularly. so that I can see your comments. Make sure to reply to everyone before replying to others. So there's that. And of course, like I said, credits in the loading zone. That's going to be a big one. Every single week, when the loading zone goes live, we will be posting you guys in every single one of those videos. Do let me know if you don't want to be named. Or let me know if you want to be named by something else. Because that's something that I can do, but you're going to have to let me know. And the best way to probably do that would be over Discord. But, yeah. What about being smashed by the hammer? That's a good one, actually. That's a good one. A bonk stick. That'd be great.
Well, with memberships, you'll also have the ability to make a members-only post, which you can then have members comment on to add their opinion.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I could do that. Oh, that's something else which I forgot. I haven't made a slide for this one. Hang on. I haven't made a slide for this yet. I'm logged in on the wrong account. Hold on. So, up until now, the posts page on my YouTube channel has been me talking to you. It is now a community. Let's have a look. Let me just make sure that all the settings are correct. There you go. Done. Done. Woo! We now have... What this basically means is that my channel will now... It kind of... The best way to describe it is that on the posts page... instead of post page, there's now a community page. You go to the community and you guys can post what you want to say as well. So basically, it just turns my channel into a Reddit. Can I change the name of it? It's just called AneurynPlays Community. I want to change the name of that. No, I can't. There you go. But yes, so I've been concerned for a while now about the... I need to go help my father. No worries, Shiny. Thank you so much for the membership. Thank you for being the first to notice. That was surprising. I didn't think anyone would notice that memberships were available. So, massive thank you, Shiny. I really do appreciate that, man. Yeah, so... the community posts are now available. You guys can post in it. Don't be like too silly. Don't be spamming. You can post memes. You can have chats and things, but don't get too silly. Don't like spam like 1,000,000 times in a day, because no one's gonna see it. No one's gonna see that. I've been worried for a while about Discord. Like, I don't like Discord. My intentions for the Virtual Fantastic has always been to have my own forum. But thanks to the new Australian laws, I can't do that anymore. The next best thing, YouTube community. So we'll do that. Where is it? Okay, so if you go to my channel, in a separate tab, don't tab off this. If you go to my channel, you will see across the top, there will be a community button. Oh, I think there should be.
Oh, I see it now. I too was staring at it going like, but where is it? But it's a button, not a tab,
Yeah, it's a button.
like membership post playlist. It's
a
different thing.
Let me see if I can put it somewhere else.
You could just take a screenshot of it and show that on stream.
I'm just wondering if I could I'm running out of section space. No, I can't. I don't have an option for community posts, unfortunately. So I can't change that. Yeah, okay, I actually thought it was going to replace the posts button, but I guess that's still necessary for when I do announcements and things. So yeah, there should be a button above, so you'll see home, video, short, live, playlists, post, memberships.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then there'll be a community button.
I went to post in it as well, and Neo and Tim beat me by seconds.
Well done. Well done, guys. Outstanding. I'm kind of hoping that there's going to be a way to change the settings independently from my channel settings in the future when they, you know, tie it down. Because there's still some things I think can be fixed with the community. Like, for example, if you notice, it's zoomed in on my my avatar for some reason. The entirety of YouTube uses circular display pics, except for the community tab where it's a square. And so it's super zoomed in instead of being, you know, fully zoomed out. But if there was some way to change that, I would actually prefer it. You know, I could put in the Virtual Fantastic logo instead or something. But yeah, okay. So community is also now open. There is one other thing which I haven't mentioned yet. Like I said, if you go to my channel, you will now see across the top of the channel, along with home, video, short, live, playlists, and posts, there's now a memberships button. So that'll allow people to join the memberships, and what's going to happen is there will be a membership section on the channel. So what will happen is when you go to the home page and you scroll down, you can see I've got the currently live video, which is Aneurin 3.1. There's past live streams, there's shorts, there's Aneurin Extra. We'll get into that. My other channels, we'll get into that. And then I've got a bunch of playlists. There will be a slot in the future for members. So members will be credited on the channel itself. You will appear as members, as contributors. And this will happen in every single stream as well, that your names will appear beneath the video. I'm sure you've seen other people with memberships that have this available, where people can see who is already a membership. The thing is, this will only work after we get 8. I don't know why YouTube has done it like that, but I need at least 8 people to be memberships before they show up. Lainey, thank you so much for joining the memberships. You can't access the community on mobile? Let me see if I can, it might be there just needs to be, you know, give it like 24 hours or something. I've noticed that sometimes with YouTube, is that some things just don't go through. Well, I can. let me show you what I can see on mobile. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to send that to my PC.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, let me get up a...
You may have to just close the app entirely, OJ. Maybe check if it needs to be updated as well. Because then when you navigate back to the channel on mobile, across the top you should see that you're subscribed. There'll be a button for join for the memberships. And then there should be community.
Yeah, that's right. I've got this screenshot here from my phone.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can just post it to Discord as well for anybody who's already here.
So, yeah, you can see this is on mobile. There's a community button now above everything else. But like I said, because I just activated it, like right now, it might not appear straight away. It might take 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, a couple of hours. It might take a day. But the community is now available, and other folks have found it. It's just when it eventually rolls out, I guess. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. And yeah, again, I am just absolutely dumbfounded by the generosity of this community. Thank you so much to everyone that has already become a member. Can I actually see the list? Right, I should be able to see the list, right? Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I'm not looking at the right thing. Need to go in there. Memberships. We got 5 new members today. 5 members already, immediately. We can get 3 more. All members will be shown up on my channel and beneath every video. So, yeah. That's not me begging for 3 more. I'm just saying when we do get 3 more, it will go. It will go into the. You'll start appearing on the bottom of streams and things. It'll probably be fixed eventually. Yeah, probably. See if the app needs to be updated or something. Otherwise, you should still be able to access it through the browser. I don't know about dumbfounded, but you've certainly found dumb. Oh, okay. I'm a little bit dumbfounded. I'm just surprised that so many people immediately just want to contribute to this channel. It means more than I can say. I do. I don't deserve you guys. I genuinely don't.
I do though. Look at my cool art.
Right, cool art. That is something that we do need to discuss.
Yeah, Aneurin's new outfit and those emotes, those are all me.
Yeah,
so
that's
enjoy
all
them.
Kiko. Kiko's new, all this new art, well, the member badges was me. Pixel art is more my thing. But, yeah, the member emotes, all of the artwork that you've seen so far, that's all been Kiko. Kiko's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, making sure that all the art is available for this channel. And speaking of art, let's quickly go back to the other scene, shall we? Hello. Now, why am I standing in this void again? It's almost as if, why yes, I do have another outfit. The Monster Hunter outfit is back. It's finally here. I have legs. I do have legs. I have feet too, but you can't see them because of the way that the image is cropped. The Monster Hunter outfit is back. Now, it's not 100% completely back. We've got a couple of poses. Drinking potions, because that's what I do around here. I drink potions, that's it. That's why I never die, because I'm always away from the fight drinking potions. I'm no longer lagging behind. Oh my goodness. Don't. No. OJ. No. Okay? It's bad enough with Lainey around you, right? I'm sorry, bro. I won't be becoming a member. It's nothing to do with you specifically, but I just don't like subscriptions. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, absolutely. No, definitely don't do anything that you feel, like don't feel obligated. This isn't what this is about, you know? Everyone shows their, what's the word I'm looking for? Everyone shows their support in different ways, and you know, it is what it is.
This is something I've actually been repeating myself and seeing a lot over X in the last day and a half. Any support you show is enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you turn up and you chat and you watch and you thumbs up, that's enough.
Yes.
Never think that you are not doing enough just because you don't join memberships or send super chats. It is never required, just appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, honestly, memberships are huge in terms of financial side of YouTube. They are, obviously. It's a guaranteed amount of money that's coming in every single month, which is greatly appreciated. But when it comes to YouTube, there's so much more to YouTube than just money. And a membership, people being members of this channel, doesn't do anything to help boost my videos or streams. So, really, when it comes to actually getting more people in, liking, commenting, sharing, stuff like that, that does so much more, because then, you know, those people might become a member. You know? So long as we can keep this channel rolling in the algorithm, then other people might become members. Other people might send super chats. So don't ever feel like you're not doing enough. Don't feel that way at all. That's not how this works. I give you my stuff for free, right? Every single video, every single stream. This is one of the things that has been in the front of my mind for so long regarding memberships. Would I ever want to do a members only stream? Probably not. And that's always been my biggest concern, is like, I feel like members do deserve to have a members only stream. Is it worth it? Like, right now, for example, is it worth it to do that? Well, I could do a members only stream and I have 6 members on the channel. What if one person shows up? It's not worth it to do a stream for just one person in the members list. Maybe in some distant future, right, where I have got 500 members, right? I got 500 members. Maybe that would be worth it to do a members only stream. But as I see it right now, I want all of my streams and videos, all the content, everything, to be available to everyone. Everything else is just extra. Everything else is support. Everything else is just greatly appreciated, but never will it be required. I couldn't bring myself to do that. So please don't feel obligated. That's not the point. Like I said, it's not me asking for people to become members. That's just me saying, when we get 8 members, the members will appear on the channel and beneath every single stream. So, yeah. Aneurin and Kiko, like Ant-Man and the Wasp, you're a duo. I think we're better than Ant-Man and the Wasp. Frankly.
I mean, I'm small enough. I don't need to shrink as well.
But yes, anyway, sorry. Necessary divergence there. But yes, here it is. The Monster Hunter outfit has returned. And we are ready to go. And if 2 outfits wasn't enough for you, we may or may not have a 3rd. Kiko, would you like to take over?
Take over?
Yeah. We got you up now. No, you don't have control. I've got control.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, what are you talking about? I don't do anything other than press the mute button. Although I do want to say, like, because I don't know if Tim is still here, because the question was asked earlier about whether about a hammer emote. As you can see, I have the hammer.
Kiko had control in Resident Evil. She did have control in Resident Evil. So,
I did have control in Resident Evil.
So this is Kiko's default outfit. Like I said, I think we're going to probably be updating Kiko and my default outfits in the future. Just a little bit. But this is the reason why we have to update the outfits in the future. Because Kiko has drawn this.
Yeah, I might have gotten a little bit carried away.
Ducks for cover.
Just a little bit.
So do you want to talk us through this outfit of yours?
Other than the fact that now that I see it on a completely different screen, I may have gone a bit crazy with some details, but especially that belt.
It's a big belt.
Where's the hammer? See, the hammer's now tucked away in a box.
No, these are the Monster Hunter outfits. I'm the one with the hammer now.
And I might as well say it here. I hadn't said it to even Aneurin yet. I was planning after adding to these couple of costumes, adding to these couple of poses, I was going to do a couple of splash images of Aneurin with his hammer, potentially maybe Aneurin with his lance instead, but I will have a great sword to go with this outfit.
Yeah.
This is mostly based on how my hunter looks in Monster Hunter Wilds. It's been one of my favorite outfits for a while, but with changes.
Yeah, actually, that was one of the things, even when I got my outfit originally, The idea was that it was to look like something from Monster Hunter, or more accurately, something that could be from Monster Hunter.
Yeah, and that's sort of what I leaned into hard. I was looking at, I looked at a few of the games. I looked at Rise, I looked at Monster Hunter World, and then I looked at Wilds, of course. And I wanted to go with what I'd seen in Wilds as some of like the unique outfits as the main inspiration. And then so I took some of those different pieces of the outfits and then I went with this. As I said, there are changes. There's many layers to it, and I don't know if I'm going to end up doing changes to this like with the Aneurin outfits, like the changing from the shirt to a hoodie to having different things coming on or off. I might. But for the most part, this is supposed to be like, okay, I'm going out into the field. I'm potentially going to be going through all sorts of different kind of weather and conditions. And I want that hair to be everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a prerequisite. The hair's got to be crazy.
And I already thought that my hair in my usual outfit was already enough like me, while also being that little bit more of a flair to it. My hair is pretty wild in real life as well.
Yes.
But then I got to this and I went, I'm just going to have fun.
Absolutely.
And so here we are. I'm really happy with how just some of the the little details came through. Maybe things that were unnecessary, but manageable.
Yeah, that was always the balance, is fidelity and simplicity. We want it to be something that is repeatable for the purposes of being able to make different poses. I don't currently have different poses for Kiko right now because I don't have that set up, unfortunately. But yeah. The idea is for it to be repeatable and something that we can do more of in the future. Ron says my battery is running low and I don't know how long I'll stick around. I really don't want to leave while Kiko is talking. That's fine. Don't worry, Ronald. That's all good, mate. You can always come back and watch it again.
Yeah, there'll always be a VOD.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose I do come across as a little bit of a cryptid on the channel.
Well.
But yeah, you guys can see that. And actually, to explain a little bit further, because Aneurin said to walk everybody through it, part of the thing about each of these is that what you're looking at is actually comprised of 4 separate images. And every time I make one of those 4 images, I have to go through and change different layers in order to make it. And then all 4 of those images have to then go into the the 𝗦𝘄𝗶𝘁𝗰𝗵 program in order to even just do this. So then any poses that come with it then have to be changed for every single piece of clothing, for every expression. And I had to pull back a lot with the Monster Hunter ones because I wanted them to be detailed and show like, okay, we're going to have less poses of them just anyway because they're mostly going to be for talking and for gaming. But I still then had to go, okay, what is a scope that I can repeat?
Yeah.
And this is where I ended up.
She may have gone a little bit overboard with the details, but it just means that we need to just raise the standard on everything else.
My own fault.
No, it's fine. We went into it with the idea, like we talked about this all the way back in December, that once the outfits are done, we could always go back and refine it. So, yeah. You might see some slight updates between now and July. In just the regular outfits as well. I always thought Aneurin was the nice one and Kiko was, Kiko has to be the stern one. She has to be. She's the moderator.
It's been my job for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. Kiko is a meanie. She's the reason my eyes look different directions. I mean, also true. Kiko looking like a Victorian aristocrat military officer. Now, the interesting thing about this outfit is, like, it's strongly based on the guild uniform from Monster Hunter. Like, Kiko's made hers blue, but the guild uniform is, the guild hunter uniform is red. And the men in red are some of the most terrifying people in Monster Hunter. Actually, let me take us back to the chat screen a second, so that we got both of us on screen. That's not both of us. There we go. The guild hunters are some of the most terrifying, or the guild knights, sorry. Some of the most terrifying people in existence. So Monster Hunter is comprised of, as you probably are already aware, if you've ever played it before, or if you've ever watched one of our streams, Monster Hunter is comprised of a bunch of big-ass guys and girls with muscles glistening in the sun, going out and punching the biggest, baddest monsters around, skinning them, and then wearing their skin as armor. Right? So you can imagine these guys are the absolute badass of badassery, you know? And then there's the Guild Knights.
Who only looks slightly like the Inquisition.
The Guild Knights have a particular job. You see, there's a rule as a hunter that you only hunt what the guild approves. You never poach. You never kill for the sake of killing. And you never turn your weapons against another human being. The Guild Knights are the hunters of hunters who break those rules. They are insane. You think the biggest, baddest mother in the whole of Monster Hunter, and then you've got this guy wearing a uniform like what Kiko is wearing right now, except reds. And he's got a rapier. A regular rapier. Because you do not use monster weapons against other humans. And this person, these knights, hunt hunters. I get chills just thinking about it. So that's the basis of Kiko's outfit.
There's one of those at the hub in Monster Hunter Generations.
There is. I do not want to be the poor bastard that he's after.
Funnily enough, the outfit that I made for myself in Monster Hunter Rise is very similar to one of those.
Yeah.
But it's skewed slightly more cowboy and less musketeer. I nearly went red with this outfit.
Oh, really? I figured you'd stick with the blue, but yeah, okay. Well, I mean, you did stick with the blue, but you know what I mean.
The only reason I nearly went back to red was because I wanted something to contrast against the blue hair. But then I thought, nah, I'm going to lean into it.
Jedi, Samurai, and Iron? I'm still a hunter, I just don't have the armor on. We might add armor to my outfit over time. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, these are our Monster Hunter outfits. We will be, in future when we're playing Monster Hunter, we're going to be wearing these outfits to be, you know, get the immersion going. But it doesn't end there. We've shown 3 outfits. We have shown a bunch of new projects. One of the things that I forgot to mention, which I probably should bring up in a moment, is how all this is actually going to end up looking in the end. Because there's a lot of new projects, a lot of new streams, there's some videos thrown in there for good measure. How are we going to fit all this together? Well, I've lost the thing. I have a new schedule that I want to show you all. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna switch myself back to my standard outfit. Actually, hoodie. There we go. And we'll switch you back. There we go. Alright. I
suppose I'm going to need a casual outfit myself at some point.
Yeah, probably. I'm going to take us now over to the new schedule screen. And there it is. Welcome to the new schedule screen. This is what we are going to be doing in the coming few months. We're going to be checking on it. We're going to be making sure that this isn't too much work, but we are going to be expanding AneurynPlays, not by adding more days, but by adding more streams per day. On Monday, there'll be the loading zone video, which will be going out at around 8 AM on Monday morning. That'll be pre-recorded, uploaded, and scheduled to go live at 8 AM to make sure that everyone gets to see it long before any streams start. Tuesday, just one stream, 6 PM usual time. That hasn't changed. On Wednesday, that's wrong. That should be Tuesday and Friday. Oh, no. Never mind. I got it right. I got it right. On Wednesday, we're going to have tea with Aneurin at midday Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be earlier in the evening for you guys, but it'll be basically when I wake up. So we can chillax. You guys can, you've come home from work, you've come home from college or school or whatever it is. We can sit down, have a chat, have a cup of tea before you go to bed and before I get into the rest of the day in stream. No YouTube, why? Whoa. Great schedule in stream, especially in 144p. Oh no! Damn it.
I was gonna write
Gosh dang
hashtag free OJ, but then I thought, wait,
no, we won't hashtag free OJ. Though I have recently learned that maybe he actually didn't do it. I know, crazy, right? But,
tell you what.
There's a lot of actual evidence for why he probably didn't do it.
I was gonna say, save it for one of your tea with Aneurin days.
I know, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, so yeah. Pop a pin in it.
Yeah, we'll pop a pin in that for later. No, but it is kind of crazy, like, the amount of evidence that exists now. Anyway, that aside, we won't hashtag free OJ. Thursday, no streams, as usual. I'm leaving. Thursday, no stream, as usual. That's not going to change because one of the things I think was the biggest issue with doing 6 days a week is the lack of a break. I can do 2 streams in a day. I've wanted to do 2 streams in a day so many times, but I've not done it because usually I want to stream again after my streams. So like Kiko goes to bed and then I'm thinking I'll do another stream at like 2 AM or something. That's not good for me. I don't want to be doing that. So I've decided not to do that. Also, I don't want to keep Kiko awake because my office is right next to the bedroom. So instead, I have been working on going to bed earlier. Like, as soon as the stream ends, I've been taking my medication, and I've been getting to bed sometimes between, like, 2 and 3 a.m. Which means I can get up by midday, I can get up before midday, and I can start streaming at midday with Tea with Aneurin on Wednesdays and Fridays. And I still get the full day off on Thursday and Sunday. So that's the breaks that I will need. And I don't think this is going to be... Excuse me, good grief. Sorry about that. I still get the breaks that I need, and I still am able to chuck in a couple of extra streams a week. So I'm looking forward to doing this. Hopefully, maybe we can do more in the future. With my sleep schedule being more solidified into something that is workable like this, then hopefully that means that adding an extra stream on Tuesday or an extra stream on Saturday won't be out of the realms of possibility. Especially Saturday, because on Saturday, both Kiko and I are here, so we could do like a double stream. And...
And
I have to send us back to just one person a second, but there's one last thing that most of you guys are already aware of that I am going to be revealing here today. Oh, I say revealing. Like I said, a lot of you guys already know it's there. A lot of you have already seen it. Yeah, one more thing. Hang on a minute. Do I have one more thing? One more thing. I love Uncle. I love Uncle.
It's still one of the best things.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, a lot of you guys have already seen it, but I also have a new second channel called Aneurin Extra. And I am using this pose in the thumbnail, in the display pic, because it is the One More Thing channel. This is the channel where I do one more thing. Yeah, from Jackie Chan Adventures. I love Uncle. There are people in fiction that I look up to as role models for when I reach my aged years. One of them is Uncle. One of them is Red Foreman from That 70s Show. One of them is... well, what's his... I can't remember what his name is.
Iroh from...
Iroh from Avatar Legend of Aang. What's the father's name in The Ranch?
I can't remember the character now.
I can't remember the actor's name either.
Sam somebody.
Sam Elliott. Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty much any role Sam Elliott is in is a role model, okay? Yeah, Sam Elliott is great. Anyway,
He
new
played
channel.
Bo Bennett.
Sorry? Bo Bennett, that's right. Yes, absolutely. Alright, so new channel, Aneurin Extra. Just want to close on this one because there's not a lot really to say. I think a lot of people have already seen this channel. It's a secondary channel. It's a channel for uploading blog-like short-form videos or clips from streams, perhaps. You know, if we have a good conversation. And it's something that feels like it should be saved. What I'll be doing in the future is I will clip certain conversations, not as clips, not as like YouTube clips, where I'll download the stream, I'll cut out that section, and I'll upload it to Aneurin Extra. It means that there will be a constant flow of content to Aneurin Extra. I know there's only one video there at the moment, and it's me getting mad at the Chris Houlihan myth that Chris Houlihan room isn't in the PAL version of A Link to the Past. And it absolutely is. It is a myth that is so bad that it's repeated in wikis. And it's often repeated in articles about A Link to the Past and about secrets in retro video games. A lot of people will turn around and say, the Chris Houlihan room isn't even in A Link to the Past in the PAL region. Yeah, it is. And there's my proof. So that's another example of what I would probably be posting on the second channel. And as well as, like I say, clips from streams and other blog-like videos that I might record. Some of these videos will be in short form format, so they'll go into the short section. Some of them will be videos. It really depends on what I feel like doing at the time. Anything that's a clip from a stream will be a video. If I'm doing like a little blog thing, it might go into a short. But that's what this channel is going to be used for. Do follow it. Like I said, it's called AneurynXtra. You can find AneurynXtra on my main channel. If you go to my channel, you scroll down, there's a list of my channels. So you'll see the currently live stream, which is this stream. You'll see past live streams. You'll see shorts. You'll see AneurynXtra, which is a playlist coming directly from that channel. And then you'll see my channels. And I've got AneurynPlays, AneurynXtra, and AneurynPlaylist. You don't need to follow AneurynPlaylist. AneurynPlaylist is literally just there so that I can make music playlists that I can listen to when I'm working. And I figured, you know what, I'm putting so much effort into making playlists, I'll make them available for other people as well. So feel free to check out AneurynPlaylist if that's something that might interest you. If you want to hear the sort of music that I'm listening to when I'm working and doing things, check out AneurynPlaylist as well. But I'm not really pushing an AneurynPlaylist. It's just there. And that is basically it. That is kind of. Oh yeah, I updated the loading screen as well. I don't know if you noticed. It's now got my D-pad logo on it. There is one other thing I want to talk about briefly before we finish. And that's the future. Where do we go from here? Oh, OJ's off to a theme park. Oh my goodness. Take pictures. I want to see the rides. I haven't been to a theme park in ages. But I want to see what rides you're going to. It's going to be cool. You have fun, mate. We'll catch you next time. Yeah, so I want to talk about a little bit about the future. Where do we go from here? Well, some folks have already noticed that Kiko has a new account that she uses in the chat. Kiko Plays.
And a new avatar.
And a new avatar. And I've already told you about my new second channel. AneurynXtra. But there's a third channel. Fourth channel. It's not ready yet. But I'm working on it. And so, the last thing that we reveal today is a little glimpse into the future. Or a little announcement. Because in July, I don't remember what the exact date is going to be, but I believe it will be... Oh, that's right. Saturday is July 4th. I can't do it on Saturday. Right, on Monday, July 6th. Oh, we could do it Saturday, July 11th, actually. All right, we'll call it July 11th.
Call it July 11th.
Yeah. On July 11th, 2026, we will be unveiling AneurynPlays 3.2. The DLC pack I have named the Virtual Fantastic Expanded Universe. And now I refuse to elaborate and say thank you everyone for joining us here today. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I hope you like what you've seen. A huge thank you to everyone who has already jumped in and given us memberships. And to Ronald as well, who dropped a super chat on us very early on in the piece. Really do appreciate that. And that's where we're going to end for this evening. I'm sorry. I'm just going to drop something like the Virtual Fantastic Expanded Universe and leave. Abso-freaking-lutely I'm going to do that. I got to leave some mystery, otherwise you won't come back. Anyway, as always, a huge thank you to everyone who has joined us today for this shorter stream. I did better this time than with 3.0.
You did a little bit, yeah.
3.0 was like 8 hours long.
Oh, it was a while.
Yeah,
I don't remember how long.
It was huge. It was ridiculous.
I remember you worrying about not having anything to say or do, and then we just kept talking.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is kind of what I'm aiming for in the future with the updates, is short, sweet, get to the point, show off the cool things, move on. But that is going to be it for today. If you've enjoyed today's stream, please do consider leaving a like to let YouTube know that you liked it. And if you are new here and you would like to see more from us, do hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of when I am going live next. My next stream should be Monday. We're going to be playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Hang on a minute. I've got a new schedule. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate next Monday. The loading zone will be a Monday video, but I don't know if I'll be able to do one in time for this coming week. So, if there isn't a loading zone on Monday, there'll be a regular post update as usual, and we'll start the loading zone next week. And, oh yeah, social media. Maybe go follow Kiko on her channel as well, actually. You know, there may be things coming in the future. We'll make sure to let everyone know. But go follow Kiko's new channel as well, @KikoPlays. And if you want to follow us on social media, all of my links in the description. And generally speaking, if you can find me, you can find Kiko as well. We will have a better setup for being able to send people to our various channels and social medias and different networks and stuff like that in the future. That is coming. That is something I'm working on. And that will be probably ready by July. So be good to yourselves. Be excellent to each other. Play more video games. And until I see you, I wish you all peace, love, and high scores. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.